Living in Thailand long term without speaking Thai is like trying to swim with one arm tied behind your back. Sure, you can stay afloat, but you're not going far and you're definitely not going deep. Now, I've been here for over 30 years. I speak Thai fairly well. I read it decently and I write it poorly. And that's still enough to open the doors for me, and open the doors that many foreigners will never know exist. Today I'm going to give you 10 real world reasons why learning Thai, even basic speaking and reading, has helped me live smarter, smoother, and with a whole lot more freedom here in Thailand. As I said, I've been here for 30 years. My name is Scott. I'm an American who lives in Thailand. And if you like this video, please click like, share it, and if you have yet to subscribe, please subscribe. Click the notification bell so that you will stay informed of all the upcoming videos and streams. And also, if you'd like a consultation, you want to send me a Dear Scott letter, you want to ask a question or something like that, or you just need a consultation, an American in Bangkok at gmail.com. So now, the thing is, if you don't speak Thai, you're really not fully living in Thailand. You're existing in a somewhat curated, filtered version of the country designed for outsiders. That's how I see it. And here is the truth. Like I said, you're living in an expat bubble. You look at the English menus, you go to the Western bars, you go to the tourist zones, you go to, well, your social circle is mostly made up of other foreigners, and your level with Thailand is rather surface level. Even the Thais that you deal with, maybe they speak a little bit of English. Maybe some of them speak good English, and so you don't need to speak Thai to them. And this is convenient, but you're missing about 90% of what's going on. You miss the jokes, you miss the subtle insults, the social cues, the way that the Thais express respect or displeasure, and you don't catch it all. Even if you speak Thai, you don't catch it all. I mean, nobody can catch it all. But if you don't speak any Thai, you miss a whole lot. You may think you're accepted, but you're not hearing what people say behind your back or what they say right in front of you that you don't understand. You are always at someone's mercy. You depend on your wife, your girlfriend, or someone else, a random local, to translate everything from your visa situation to your lease. And that is not freedom, that's dependency. You also get charged more. In many cases, you may be charged more. You may wait longer. You may get less for what you're paying. You may get farang prices. You may get the, sorry, we don't have it. My me, because they don't want to deal with you, because in many cases, they just don't speak enough English to feel comfortable speaking with you. You don't gain real respect. Even if you've lived here for 20 years, if you open your mouth and nothing but English comes out, you are still an outsider. You may be well-meaning, but you didn't bother to learn the language. And you don't need to be fluent. You don't need to write essays arguing legal points. You don't need to, really all you need to do is speak Thai well enough. And it helps to read some Thai. That definitely helps. And the writing, hey, listen, if you can write Thai, great. That's fantastic. It puts you ahead of the game. As I said, my writing is poor, but I understand things about writing the language. So that kind of helps, but I'm still trying to further my language skills. And this changes everything, how you're treated, what you access, and how deeply you connect. And without speaking Thai, you are existing here. You're existing in the expat bubble. If you truly want to live here, you want to build a life and not just like a vacation, long-term vacation maybe, you've got to learn the language. That's just it. That's how I feel. You must learn the language. You can't get by just speaking English and really know about everything. Now, you may not want to know about everything. I understand that. But for me, when I came here, I just thought, I want to know what they're saying. First, I wanted to know what they're saying. Are they talking about me? Second, maybe that's my insecurity. But second, I wanted to be able to communicate with them so that I wouldn't have any problems. And in the beginning, not knowing the language very well, I had all kinds of problems. As I said, people will treat you with more respect. They notice that you're trying their language. You're not just another clueless Farang. You are trying, and that alone earns you some respect. You also avoid getting ripped off. You can avoid some of the double standards, inflated taxi fares. These things kind of shrink. And I've gone into places where they're supposed to charge you 5 or 10 times more than Thais, and I've got out of it because of how I spoke Thai. Now, this doesn't happen all the time. I mean, sometimes they just look at me and go, sorry, that's it. You got to pay what you got to pay. But sometimes I've been able to get around that. You get access to more of Thailand. That's the truth. If you speak the language, you get access to more of Thailand. You're not only in expat bars and tourist traps and reading menus in English. You find out all sorts of things. You find out some of the hidden gems. You find out some of the local joints. You really start living here as opposed to just surviving. You can handle yourself in tough situations, whether you're stopped by the police, you need help at the hospital, you have an issue with your landlord. You don't need a girlfriend or a wife or whatever to fix everything for you. You are self-sufficient. Now that is important to me. You can speak for yourself. Bureaucracy gets a little bit easier. Immigration, banks, post office, government form. It can be a maze. And if you can read and understand basic Thai, you're not at the mercy of the staff who speaks broken English or maybe no English at all. And you get to move through the system a little bit faster with a little less stress. You understand the culture better. Language is tied to mindset. When you understand how Thais speak, you start understanding how they think. Concepts like face, which I think they kind of use it to their convenience, but okay, we'll just say face, indirect speech, certain humor. It begins to make more sense, and you stop misreading situations and maybe start blending in a little bit. Relationships get a little bit deeper, whether it's your wife, your in-laws, your neighbors, your girlfriend, whatever. Being able to speak Thai helps you stay connected, and you earn trust faster. You misunderstand less, and actually you can form real bonds instead of just surface level bonds where you're speaking pidgin Thai or they're speaking pidgin English or you're using sign language or whatever. You also save money, time, and headaches when you don't speak Thai. There are going to be places where you're going to pay more because you just don't speak the language. There are going to be places where you wait longer, and because you need people to depend on you. If you go into the bank, maybe the lady who speaks English, she's tied up with some clients, and guess what? You're just going to have to wait. You might have to wait for her, and she may have 3 or 4 clients ahead of you. You got to wait. Okay, maybe you have nothing to do, but you know what? You get through things a little bit faster with less headaches. You can save a little money negotiating sometimes, whatever it may be, whether you're buying from a market or trying to fix, put some fires out, whatever it may be. It helps. And listen, this is the big one right here. You become self-sufficient, you are less dependent. And for me, that was really important. I did not like, when you see a man and a woman, and sometimes you see the woman, she's dragging the guy along. She's holding his hand, dragging him along. And anytime they go somewhere, she's the one who speaks. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a man. When I'm standing there, if they're talking to her, I want them to be talking to me too. And there have been times, actually, where they have started speaking to my wife, and I've said to them, no. You speak to me. I'm the one paying. You speak to me. And then they start talking to you. And then, they involve you in the conversation, which is all I really wanted. But so learning Thai gives you independence, and it allows you to move how you want to move, when you want. You get to do some of the things that you want to do without any help. And finally, you get to gain long-term staying powers. Some guys burn out after a couple of years. They don't really understand the culture. They feel somewhat disconnected. They never adjust. And the ones who speak the language are the ones who thrive. That is the biggest separator between tourists and expats who are going to live here a little while and they don't learn the language, and then people like me, who I'm here pretty much for the rest of my life as far as I know. And that really helps, okay? So there you have it, some reasons why you should learn to speak Thai. I think it's very important. Anyway, remember to smash the like button, hit the notification bell when you subscribe if you have not subscribed already. If you'd like to show your support for the channel, you can do so by joining the VIP section of the channel for as little as $1.99. Also, if you want to send me a Dear Scott letter or you need a consultation, email me at anamericaninbangkok@gmail.com. But that is all I have. Until next time, I am Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Chok di leo joken mai. That is good luck, and see you again. Take care.